Alright, greetings one and all, Golden Scales here again, giving you another, pardon me, giving you another look at my 6-in-1 Maille shirt. Just adding the last row of rings on until I run out, and then it's going to take me another approximately 3,000 rings to finish it. Where is it? Here it is. Yep, there's the tail. 16 more rows to go, about 188 all the way around. It's over 200 with these ones here. They're about approximately 25 across. So another, as I say, probably about another 3,000 rings left to go, which is 4 times 320 meters of 16 gauge wire, which hopefully I'll be able to get pretty soon, and it'll be good to see the end of this. When I'm finished doing this row, I'll put it on, give you a look at what it looks like so far. Actually spent most of today taking rings off the sleeves. As you can see, they used to come down to about here. So I took all that metal off, sewed them back up here. As you can see there, doesn't have that big lump of bloody tightened metal under there anymore. Sewed up the arms. It now fits snug as a bug. Beautiful. Alright, so speed weaving. Where did I finish? Here. I can tell you this thing is really heavy. Once I've got it on, it does feel heavy on the shoulders, but it's comfortable. It's comfortable. Okay, as before, I'm using these bent nose pliers. They are smooth on the inside. I find these are better to have because they don't chew the rings up. I used to have pliers with the grooves on the inside, you know, your normal pliers, but they used to chew the rings up, something chronic. So I went looking, found these. I think they are Fullers, I'm not too sure. I've had them for a few years now, and they have seen a lot of rings go through them. Right, now here we go. Right, these rings have been opened, and you can spend time, if you wish, opening the rings up before you put them on. It does make them easier to thread through, and makes it a lot quicker. Also, if you're going to spend time, I've found, opening rings so that you can do this, it actually gives you a lot of time to think about what project you're doing, because if you can see it in your mind, then it becomes more real, and the more you visualize what you're doing, the more you can the better understanding of what you've got and what you're doing. It becomes more logical, if you want to look at it that way. Now, this is more than really a hobby for me. I mean, I wouldn't mind if somebody called me up or sent me a message and says, "Hey bro, saw that shirt you made, can you make me one?" Yes, I could, easily. However, one thing I have to stress is that if you want me to make you a shirt, it's going to have to be money up front, because, quite simply, it takes a lot of wire to make a lot of rings. I mean, this shirt here, I've averaged it out to about 30,000 rings, approximately. So I've got to buy the wire, turn the wire into rings, buy the wire, turn them into springs, cut the springs into individual rings, and then apply the individual rings one by one over and over and over to get what you see in front of you today. So it takes a lot of time. I mean, when I first started doing this, I went hard out. I was putting in a lot of hours, approximately 12 hours or so a day, because I'm unemployed, and it gave me the time to do it. However, it has taken me approximately 6 weeks to get this far. Right. So yeah, I would love to turn what people would call a hobby into a business. I've taught myself how to make chainmail, or mail is the more appropriate term. It's not chain mail. Chain is fixed links in a line. Mail comes from the root Latin word for net, because when the Roman soldiers first saw captured mail on Gaulish bodies of the soldiers and the warriors that they'd killed. Well, Gauls didn't really have soldiers, they had warriors, and they looked at it. The plain, this is 6 in 1, this is 4 in 1. This is akin to what they had, although this is butted mail. This isn't riveted mail, and the Romans didn't have a word for it, and the closest they could come to thinking was, okay, well, it looks like a net. So I think I could be wrong. I think the original Roman word was something like milum, which meant net. Okay, and so they had the classic 4 in 1 here. So that's where we get the word mail from, which I think M-A-I-L-L-E is a French derivative of the word. And oh man, I tell you what, I've taught myself to make not only shirts, but bishops' mantles, coifs, this, there we go, that's 6 in 1. Made the hook myself. I've made also jewellery. Okay, how's that for a wee pendant? Are we in shot? I hope we're in frame. There we go. That is a pendant. I've also made out of copper. Ooh, it's not that one. It's that one. There we go. Yeah, little wee things like that. I know it should be shiny, but I made this a while ago, and it's got dirty. Are we in frame? I hope so. Alrighty, that is 4 in 1. And I have also made, as I say, jewellery. Here we go. Little earrings. Are we in frame? I hope so. I can't see. Then we have another earring. There we go. I can also do box chain. I mean, this is a necklace, box chain necklace. Yeah, so I made the necklace, a bracelet, And to complete the set, earrings. Yes. So I can do a variety of things. Oh, by the way, these earrings are destined to be a present for someone. She doesn't know it yet. So that is what I can do. Oh, wicked. Oh. Alrighty. So what I'm doing here is my version of speed weaving. I don't know if I'm in frame. Am I in frame? Well, I'll soon find out. Right, okay. I used to be quite prolific at putting, well, not exactly prolific. I mean, there are other guys there that, there's one particular English guy who's an outdoorsman. He makes on average one video every 3 days. Wicked, man. So I generally have the radio going to fill in the empty air while I'm doing this. Oh, I can't believe it! I just did 1 through 4. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, there we go. 1 through 3. Are we done? 1 through 3? Yes, there we go. Yes, I occasionally miss one, but on the way back I find it, fill it in, carry on, no worries. Alrighty, just a big shout out to my mate Gary over there in West Virginia. Hey Gary, say hello to the missus and Nikisha for me. I'm not actually on the net at the moment. This is going to be uploaded through the local internet cafe. I'm just waiting on an internet provider to contact me back to see whether I can get on the net. And man, I tell you what, it'd be great to get back on the net again. Ooh, wicked. So there we go. That is basically, how many people do you see on YouTube videos that, well, basically, well, it is basic really, doing this. It's also a good way of sorting out stuff in your mind. You know, it gives you plenty of time to think. You know, like I imagine myself wearing maille. I've always had a fascination with maille. You can, imagine what the warriors, when they put their maille on, getting ready for battle. Or even, like the Roman soldiers with their maille. Lorica segmentata. Very martial, very martial. But anyway, if anybody watching this thinks to themselves, oh well, it's an easier way of doing it, believe me, it is. Doing speed weaving like this is absolutely amazing, rather than just making a block of 6 in 1 or 4 in 1 and then making another block and then spending, I mean, because like I said before, having to weave 2 blocks of 6-in-1 is incredibly time consuming and fiddly. This is much better. 1 through 3, 1 through 3, 1 through 3. It's repetitious, but never boring. At least I don't find it boring. I just find it frustrating because I know what I'm making, I know what it's going to look like, and I can't wait for it to be finished so that I can see the finished product. Oh, there's always got to be one. Always got to be one. Okay, now you're probably sitting there thinking, okay, hurry up, get on with it, I want to see what the shirt looks like. Alrighty, okay, hold your horses. Only got a few left to do. And then I'll put it on, give you a look at it. And then, here we go. Okay, I do have some others, but I'll finish that later. Ta-da! Okay, here we go. Oh, need to close that. Give it a squeeze down. Oh, that looks better. Right, alrighty then. Okay, so there we go. All, like I said before, all of that is done by speed weaving, yet it still looks incredibly good, does it not? Alrighty, hang on a moment, here we go. Alright, and this, my friends, is what the shirt looks like so far. As I said before, this is made for someone else, so that's how far down I have to go to get it finished. What do you think? Beautiful. Yes. Alright, okay. 6-in-1 male shirt. Ta-da! Okay, we'll catch you again later. Take care.